Exciting day today. Janet will provide us some insights on effective weight loss diets. Go, Janet.
Hey, Janet here from the Top Center. Today's topic: the 4 best weight loss diets to start today. Adopting a healthy and effective weight loss diet is a goal that can lead to impactful changes in one's life. From reduced risks of diseases to increased vitality, the benefits of a good diet extend far beyond just shedding pounds. This discourse takes you on an enlightening journey through the principles and advantages of 4 widely recognized diets: the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, the Paleolithic diet, and the Mediterranean diet. Each offers unique insights and upholds a distinctive approach toward healthy, sustainable weight loss. It's important to remember that the effectiveness of these diets is subject to individual constraints and health considerations. The ketogenic diet, the science behind the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic or keto diet centers on a low carbohydrate, high fat intake pattern. This contrasts traditional eating habits and aims to shift the body into a metabolic state called ketosis. In ketosis, the body switches from burning carbohydrates to burning fat stores for energy. The rationale is that dramatically curbing carbohydrates forces the body to pull from existing fat reserves, spurring significant weight loss. The keto diet involves strict limits on carbohydrates to induce ketosis. Keto guidelines call for getting less than 5% of total calories from carbs, about 20 to 50 grams per day. Protein intake should be moderate, around 20 to 30% of calories. The bulk of calories, 70 to 80%, comes from fat sources like oils, butter, nuts, and seeds. Such high-fat intake flips mainstream diet wisdom on its head. But keto proponents claim the plan triggers rapid fat burn while curbing appetite. Beyond supporting weight loss, keto may confer various health upsides. Some studies link keto to potential therapeutic benefits for diseases like cancer, diabetes, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's. Lowering dietary carbs while upping fat intake could improve metabolic function. This may assist diabetics in better regulating blood sugar. However, sustaining keto can prove challenging. It requires meticulous macro tracking and avoiding carb-heavy foods like grains, legumes, starchy veggies, and fruits. The initial adjustment period is especially arduous as the body transitions to tapping fat for energy. Many experience flu-like keto flu symptoms during this phase. Depending on lifestyle needs and health factors, keto may not suit everyone. Potential benefits of the ketogenic diet. In addition to encouraging weight loss, some research indicates the ketogenic diet may offer several other health upsides. Studies suggest potential therapeutic effects against cancer, diabetes, epilepsy, and Alzheimer's disease. By reducing carbohydrate intake and increasing dietary fat, keto may beneficially alter metabolism. This could improve blood sugar regulation in diabetics. The keto diet's super low carb intake, under 50 grams daily, helps lower blood glucose and insulin levels compared to a standard diet. Maintaining lower, stable blood sugar could protect against diabetes development. Elevated blood sugar can exacerbate inflammation, compounding disease progression. Thus, keto may aid diabetes management by promoting healthy blood sugar balance. Additionally, keto may help curb neurological disorders like epilepsy. Ketosis produces ketone bodies that serve as alternative brain fuel sources. This may stabilize erratic nerve cell firing that underlies seizure activity. Alzheimer's, characterized by nerve cell damage, may also respond favorably to ketones' neuroprotective effects. Keto may also thwart cancer progression. Many cancer cells thrive on glucose. Restricting carbs theoretically starves tumors while providing alternative fuels like ketones for healthy cells. Keto's anti-inflammatory influence could further limit cancer proliferation. However, more human research is needed to substantiate these theories. The challenges of sticking to the ketogenic diet. Though evidence indicates keto can enable weight loss and other health upsides for some, the diet presents notable challenges. Keto requires tracking macronutrients and strictly limiting carb intake. Key carb-containing food groups like grains, legumes, starchy vegetables, and most fruits are largely eliminated. Such severe dietary restrictions make long-term adherence difficult. Keto may also confer certain health risks that demand consideration. There are concerns that prolonged high-fat intake could negatively impact cholesterol levels. However, some research indicates keto improves cholesterol markers for most. Still, heart health requires monitoring on keto. There are also indications that micronutrient deficiencies may develop over time on keto due to eliminated food sources. Careful tracking of vitamin and mineral intake is advised. Consultation with a dietitian can help ensure nutritional needs are met. Those with certain conditions like liver or kidney disease may require medical supervision on keto due to high protein and fat intake. Pregnant women should avoid keto given potential risks to fetal development. Balancing the ketogenic diet with lifestyle. Achieving success on any diet hinges on sustainability. Losing excess weight can be transformative. However, maintaining optimal health and weight post-diet is paramount. This demands balancing adherence to keto principles with lifestyle enjoyment and well-being. Keto requires substantial dietary changes that may not suit everyone. While potential therapeutic benefits exist, keto is not universally necessary or appropriate. Individual health status, needs, and preferences must inform dietary choices. Transitioning to keto can be eased through simple strategies like meal prepping keto-friendly recipes. Seeking peer support through online keto communities can help overcome motivational hurdles. Occasional sensible indulgences in favorite carb-rich foods may promote long-term balance. Above all, personal health and wellness goals should dictate keto adherence. Working with a healthcare practitioner to tailor keto for unique circumstances is key. With mindful effort, keto can become an intuitive eating pattern supporting weight and health ambitions. Intermittent fasting. Understanding intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is surging in popularity as an effective weight management and health strategy. Rather than prescribing what to eat, intermittent fasting dictates when you can eat. The method is simple: cycle between periods of fasting and periods of food consumption. While abandoning the habit of constant eating may seem daunting initially, copious research validates that intermittent fasting can profoundly benefit your body and mind. How does intermittent fasting work? The most popular form of intermittent fasting is the 16/8 protocol. This involves 16 hours of fasting followed by an 8-hour window to consume all daily calories. Typically, this translates to skipping breakfast, eating the first meal around noon, and finishing food consumption by 8 p.m. The simplicity and ease of the 16/8 method has fueled its widespread appeal. On this plan, beverages like water, coffee, and tea are permitted during the 16-hour fast, but calorie-containing foods or beverages are off limits. Some alternate between 24-hour fasts 2 to 3 times per week and regular eating on other days. Others simply delay breakfast each morning, allowing for a longer overnight fast. Regardless of schedule, the periodic fasting elicits beneficial biological responses. Intermittent fasting benefits. Studies confirm intermittent fasting can produce weight loss and enhance health in multiple ways. Fasting triggers fat burning as the body taps into stored calories for energy in the absence of incoming food. This metabolic shift reduces overall calorie intake by limiting the eating window. Fasting may also curb late-night snacking tendencies that can lead to overeating. Additionally, intermittent fasting shows promise for bolstering metabolic health. The focused eating pattern assists in regulating insulin, supporting heart health, dampening inflammation, and facilitating cellular renewal processes. Research indicates potential protective effects against obesity, diabetes, heart disease, neurodegenerative conditions, and certain cancers. Some data even suggests intermittent fasting may elongate lifespan. Intermittent fasting promotes weight loss. Among the most touted advantages of intermittent fasting is its ability to reduce excess weight. By spending a significant portion of the day in a fasted state, the body is induced to burn through glycogen sugar stores and shift into fat breakdown mode. This metabolic switch torches stored body fat for fuel rather than incoming calories. Does this not qualify as a great weight loss diet? Studies show those on alternate day and 5-2 fasting routines experience comparable weight loss to daily calorie cutting over 3 to 12 months. These results are achievable without having to meticulously count calories or eliminate favorite foods. Just structuring meals into a condensed window seems sufficient to trigger weight reduction. Additionally, time-restricted feeding patterns like 16/8 fasting help diminish overall caloric intake by eliminating late-night snacking. Limiting eating to daytime hours curbs the tendency to mindlessly overindulge in calorie-dense, low-nutrient foods late at night. This fasting format makes it remarkably simple to create a consistent calorie deficit. Intermittent fasting improves metabolic health. Beyond aiding weight loss, intermittent fasting offers broad-spectrum benefits by optimizing the body's metabolic regulation. Studies show both alternate day and daily time-restricted eating can lower blood pressure and LDL cholesterol. Fasting also helps manage insulin resistance and high blood glucose characteristic of type 2 diabetes. These positive metabolic shifts likely stem from being in a fasted state for prolonged periods. Spending time without incoming calories requires the body to be efficient in using stored energy. This seems to enhance insulin sensitivity and stabilize blood sugar. Intermittent fasting may also reduce oxidative stress and systemic inflammation that underpins chronic diseases. Animal research indicates intermittent fasting protects brain health and function as well. Markers of neurodegeneration were reduced in fasting models. Although human data is limited, the findings suggest fasting's metabolic benefits may extend to the central nervous system. Closing thoughts on intermittent fasting. While evidence continues to mount in support of intermittent fasting, it does not represent a cure-all diet solution. Even though it is not a diet per se, it is still on the list of the best weight loss diets because of what it does and because a diet is indeed a way of consuming calories. Individual factors like medical history, lifestyle, and personal preferences determine if and how intermittent fasting should be pursued. Those with conditions like diabetes or a history of disordered eating may require extra precautions. As with any significant dietary change, consulting a healthcare practitioner is advised. With a thoughtful approach, intermittent fasting offers a promising path to weight loss and wellness. Paleolithic diet. A peek into the past. Imagine adopting the diet of your prehistoric ancestors. Surprisingly, this is one of the best weight loss diets on the planet. The Paleolithic, or Paleo, diet is modeled after the eating patterns of hunter-gatherers during the Stone Age over 10,000 years ago. This nutritional approach centers on foods presumably consumed by early humans, lean meats, fish, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. By mimicking our primitive forebears, the paleo diet offers more than a glimpse into the past. It provides a pathway to natural weight loss and health. Paleo emphasizes whole, nutrient-dense foods. The paleo diet eliminates processed foods, added sugars, and refined grains, dietary staples that did not exist in the Paleolithic era. Instead, the focus is on consuming nutrient-rich whole foods straight from nature. Meat, poultry, fish, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds made up the bulk of early human diets. By filling up on these minimally processed offerings, the paleo diet enables eating according to our genes and biology. Advocates assert that avoiding modern processed fare in favor of whole, natural foods intuitively supports weight loss. Energy-dense, nutrition-poor processed foods tend to promote overeating and weight gain. By contrast, whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins provide abundant nutrients to satisfy the body's needs with fewer calories. Their high fiber and protein further support weight loss by promoting fullness. Additionally, the paleo diet eliminates added sugars, vegetable oils, and refined grains. These popular yet inflammatory foods contribute empty calories and are linked to obesity and metabolic disease. The paleo philosophy is that our bodies thrive on whole foods that nourished ancient humans, not modern products of industry. Health benefits of paleo eating. In addition to aiding weight loss, some evidence suggests the paleo diet improves cardiovascular and metabolic health markers. Replacing processed foods with whole, natural offerings may reduce blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and inflammation. Emerging research indicates potential to mitigate diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline risk. The paleo diet's emphasis on lean proteins and plant foods over carbohydrate-heavy grains and starches may be responsible for these benefits. Protein elevates satiety and requires more energy to metabolize than carbs. And veggies and fruits are loaded with fiber, antioxidants, and phytochemicals that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress underlying chronic disease. Though the paleo diet excludes dairy as a relatively modern food introduction, some ethnic groups consumed raw, fermented dairy during the late Paleolithic period. Thus, some modern interpretations of paleo include full-fat yogurt and kefir, which offer probiotics and protein. Still, dairy is generally minimized on the diet. Challenges and closing thoughts on paleo. Despite promising research, legitimate questions persist around the paleo diet. Strictly mimicking an ancient diet ignores key nutritional advances and knowledge over millennia. Also, Paleolithic diets likely varied dramatically based on habitat, climate, and available food sources. There was no single universal diet. Further, axing entire food groups raises concerns about potential nutritional shortfalls, especially relating to calcium, vitamin D, and fiber from grains. Careful attention to consume a well-balanced, diverse diet can help mitigate this issue. Consulting a dietitian may be prudent to ensure nutritional needs are met. Overall, the paleo diet offers an interesting template for healthy eating geared toward whole, natural foods. This reinforces its being on the short list of the best weight loss diets. However, flexibility and personalization based on lifestyle, preferences, and health status may allow one to glean the benefits of paleo principles through a balanced, sustainable approach. Mediterranean diet, a reflection of traditional eating patterns. Inspired by the customary cuisines of the Mediterranean, particularly southern Italy and coastal Greece, the Mediterranean diet emphasizes traditional, minimally processed ingredients. With such a wonderful repertoire of foods, little wonder the diet makes it as one of the best weight loss diets. Abundant fruits, vegetables, beans, lentils, whole grains, and nuts, all rich in fiber and nutrients, are dietary pillars. Seafood takes center stage over red meat as the predominant protein source. Additionally, moderate red wine consumption and use of olive oil define the iconic Mediterranean eating style. This time-honored dietary pattern offers abundant health benefits, from weight management to disease prevention. Emphasis on fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Fresh produce comprises the foundation of the traditional Mediterranean diet. Salads, soups, vegetables, fruits, beans, and lentils were dietary staples in the Mediterranean region, providing valuable vitamins, minerals, fiber, and plant compounds. Unlike the standard Western diet with limited produce, Mediterranean eating patterns are anchored by daily vegetable and fruit intake with meals and snacks. Citrus fruits, leafy greens, tomatoes, onions, garlic, eggplant, artichokes, cucumbers, beans, and lentils were among the many vegetables and fruits commonly enjoyed. Their rich supply of antioxidants, fiber, and nutrients offers anti-inflammatory and satiety benefits. Produce also displaces more calorie-dense foods, aiding weight management. Spotlight on heart-healthy olive oil and seafood. In place of butter and other saturated fats, monounsaturated olive oil serves as the principal fat in the Mediterranean diet. Olive oil has been shown to raise HDL, good cholesterol, while benefiting blood pressure and vascular health. Fatty fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel, and sardines also hold a prominent role, providing anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. Seafood replaces much of the red meat prevalent in Western eating patterns. Weekly fish intake combined with daily olive oil consumption lowers cardiovascular risk by reducing inflammation, blood pressure, and triglycerides. These heart-healthy fats and proteins are believed to underlie many of the health advantages of Mediterranean eating patterns. Lower meat and dairy consumption. Unlike many modern diets, the Mediterranean approach minimizes red meat and dairy in favor of plant proteins and seafood. However, the diet allows small to moderate portions to obtain nutrients like protein, iron, and calcium. The emphasis is on balance, consuming enough to meet needs but not in excess to avoid the health consequences seen in Western nations. For those accustomed to large servings of meat and dairy, adjusting to the Mediterranean diet's portions may support weight loss simply by reducing overall caloric load. Shifting calories toward plants and seafood further confers cardiovascular benefits given the association between red meat and heart disease. Inclusion of whole grains. Historically, Mediterranean diets incorporated ample whole grains like barley, brown rice, buckwheat, oats, millet, and bulgur wheat. Their high fiber slows digestion and stabilization of blood sugar relative to refined grains. Whole grains also provide B vitamins, iron, and magnesium absent from refined products. Thus, whole grain inclusion adds valuable nutrition. However, contemporary Mediterranean diet interpretations don't necessarily emphasize copious grain consumption given their carbohydrate content. Indeed, levels of physical activity among historic Mediterranean populations likely necessitated higher carbohydrate intake, which may not align with modern lifestyles. Some modern groups adopt lower carb versions of the diet. In summary, the traditional Mediterranean diet offers an evidence-based template emphasizing whole, minimally processed foods for overall wellness and body weight optimization. Its balance of vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains provides satiation along with abundant beneficial nutrients to support an array of health goals. However, personalization based on individual needs is still paramount. Definitely, this diet has earned its place as one of the best weight loss diets. The ketogenic intermittent fasting. Paleolithic and Mediterranean diets illuminate distinct yet effective approaches to weight management and overall wellness. While differing in origin and specifics, these eating strategies share a core emphasis on whole, minimally processed foods over refined, hyper-palatable offerings. Each provides historical precedent and emerging scientific support for curbing obesity and reducing associated disease risks. However, finding success requires identifying an eating framework aligned with individual needs and preferences. Those with medical conditions, a history of disordered eating, or concerns about dietary restrictions may face obstacles with certain plans. Lifestyle factors further dictate compatibility. Ultimately, personalization and sustainability should drive any approach. Seek professional guidance to appropriately tailor a weight loss diet to your unique circumstances and tastes. With an adaptable mindset and thoughtful strategy, lasting success is within reach.
Another great topic for today. Thank you for being with me and Janet. To all our viewers, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Our newsletter is also packed with special offers and exclusive content directly to your inbox. See you next time.